Welcome to Forst HQ. If you've bought or used a Forst wood chipper machine anywhere in the world, it's most certainly come through this factory. On this episode, we're going to show you a full tour of the production line and everything that goes on at the HQ. So come with me as I take you through the Forst HQ, introduce you to some of the team, and show you what makes these machines world class. Yes guys, the day has finally arrived. We are here. It's the day when we go down to the Forst HQ, the production line down in Andover. I think we're one of the first to ever be invited to come down and have a look at my machines being made. Back a few weeks ago, we were at the ARB Show and we signed a 6 chipper deal. That's 6 Forst ST6P HDs in black, branded up with our logo on the side of it, in exchange for the 6 old Forst chippers that we have currently being used as part of our fleet. Now, everybody at Thor's Trees are really excited for these as well. They've been badgering me and they've been saying, when are we going to be taking delivery? When are we going to get these new chippers? If all goes to plan, we should have these wood chippers in the next week. In fact, in the next few days. And rumor has it, Blake told me today, that one of our wood chippers is being made today. So we should be able to see our wood chipper being put together from chassis all the way through to being PDI checked and ready to go out to delivery. So I've been excited. I'm looking forward to taking you guys on this journey. It's gonna be a blast. Let's go. Those trees, baby! Hi Cliff, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, thanks for taking the time to see us today.
No problem. No, welcome to Forst.
Thank you, mate. This is exciting stuff. Literally, as you drive in, you're just like, whoa, there's a lot going on here, isn't it?
Yeah, there is. It's a busy old hub of activity here. So we have a couple of stages on production, which you'll see. You'll have stage 1, which is the chassis, if it's a track base or the axle. And then you have the engine stage, and that is stage 1. And then stage 2 is where you complete the build with the chamber, and then finishing off all the electrics and
cool.
All together.
No, I'm looking forward to it.
I'll show you where it is.
Yeah, nice one. All right.
As we move through the first section of the unit, you can't help but be amazed by the amount of well-organised parts. At any given one time, Forst have over 25,000 parts in stock. These are used not only to put together their new machines on the production line, but also available when customers around the world need to replace bits on their own machines. That's no surprise when you consider that Forst produced over 1,000 new machines last year that they distributed globally.
Whoa, so these are all your engines, yeah?
Yes.
Wow. So these look squeaky clean there. Like these are like, we're never gonna see engines this clean ever again, especially a Forst engine, you know, where you've got dust and everything thrown around, oil and, you know, all sorts of stuff. Do they test these engines before they arrive to you guys? Are they working engines, or do you make them work here?
We just add, that is just the block, so they do run them up before they send them in. But then we add the extra bits, so like the air filter, the DPF, the radiators and all that sort of stuff.
And do you mind saying, where do you get these engines from? Are they where are they put together? Are they like German built, or are they like built in the UK? Like
well, it's Doosan, so it's South Korea.
Yeah. So they're Korean built engines. Yeah. Oh, cool. And you've got different engines as well, haven't you? You've got, like, I think there was a Kohler engine at one point, or?
We haven't started the Kohler yet, but we have Briggs.
Okay, Briggs.
Briggs for the smaller 6-inch machines. That's all Briggs machines.
And what about the 8-inch machines?
8-inch are all Doosan.
They're all Doosan. So, because you've only got 2 types of engines now, you've got the Briggs engine and you've got the Doosan engines.
Yeah, and then we do run Kubota as well, which is a 24 horsepower.
Okay. And those are your 3 main engines that you like to just put into all the machines?
Yeah.
As soon as you enter the production line, you can't help but be impressed by the level of organisation and attention to detail the team here take pride in preserving. It's truly extraordinary.
Maybe our guys can take a little bit of inspiration from how you guys are with your machines. Like, Jack, come with me over here if you don't mind. Look at how organised these guys are when it comes to their tools, yeah? Guys, listen, I'm talking to all of you Thors guys. You guys need to make your work tables look like this. Why can't your tools look like this? This is so you know you've got a good system and process. Even, sorry mate, even look at all of this. Guys, if something goes missing, he knows what's gone missing. This is how you know you've got a super efficient way of working. Even the nuts and bolts. Bruv, our nuts and bolts don't look like this. Why don't our nuts and bolts look like this? Guys, the pressure's on now. We need to be more like Forst in the way that we deliver our sales and stuff, especially in the workshop. I'm gonna go back to the workshop guy. I'm gonna be like, yo, why doesn't our stuff look like this? Probably gonna be my fault somewhere along the line. But this is what we're gonna be inspiring to be like. I'm really impressed so far. We haven't even gone 10% of the way through the work line yet, but these guys are already killing it with their organization. This is pretty cool. Wow. So he knows exactly what's going where, exactly how many bolts he needs prior to assembly of anything. And this is one of the big ones as well. This is the ST8. This is the TR8, the XR8. Oh, the XR8. I bet he very rarely gets to the end of the build and finds like one bolt missing or something, right? Like if he sees one bolt on here, he's got to be like, have you ever done that? Have you ever, you've come to the end of a build and there's been like a couple of washers and a couple of bolts?
Yeah, it used to happen in the boss, but
no, I don't.
every single one.
Yeah, oh, mate, I love this. I love this. This is what my desk looks like before I start work.
Moving further down the production line, one of the first things they have to do is put together the subframe of the machine. This is essential before they start bolting together all the mechanical parts of the machine.
So a chamber is a combination of this and a hopper put together. So we just see this bit, a hopper, but you guys call it a chamber. So, and the chamber gets connected to the flywheel and then gets connected to the engine and the chassis, right? Those are the many parts. It all looks nice and easy when you need to change parts when it looks like this, right? Like if we're trying to change like the bevel and little bits like that. But actually when you've got a full built machine, you've got to take this off, you've got to take that off, and you know, it's a lot more to it. But I wish it was that easy for us to be able to get into like certain places as what your guys make it look when we're here, because it's not like that in the real field.
Once the chamber is put together, the technicians start adding on all of the other important heavy aspects of the machine. These include the bearings, flywheel, and rollers.
I was just saying to your colleague over there, I'm really impressed by your setup and how organized you guys are with at the start of your build. It's like, I'm gonna be going back to my office, to our workshop, and being like, you guys need to be more like the Forst boys, because these guys have got it on smash. You know, there's a reason why you guys are very good at what you do, and I can clearly see now just how efficient you are, so keep it up, man. That looks great.
Forst is more than just a manufacturer of quality machinery. They're a winning team of individuals passionate about delivering a premium customer experience.
So this is before it goes onto the chassis and gets connected to the engine. So once you've got this set up here, you know that you're ready to move on to the next section. And
they finish here, and then they know which machine this is going on. They will then put it on the relevant bay on the line for that machine.
do you know, like when you buy like a Rolls Royce or something, I think sometimes they let you go into the workshop and see your actual Rolls Royce being made. This is cool because I get to actually see how you guys are actually putting these things together.
Only you should say that because the two chambers that they're working on right now are the ones for your two machines.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So maybe I'll just put a little signature in there for the boys, just a little message, like make sure you keep this clean or something before we leave. And these blue ones, are these like blue because they're client spec blue?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah? So these are, a company, well, any company really who buys a new machine from you can spec it based on the color, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, we do special colors. Obviously the process is a lot more drawn out because we have to pull it off the factory and then redo the different color as per the customer's requirements. So the lead time is a lot longer.
Yeah.
But if it's, like for this for example, it's a big order, I think it's like 20 odd machines, and they've specified that that's for the colour they want, obviously in keeping with their company image.
Yeah, and I suppose it keeps things on brand, as you say. It might take it a little bit longer for them to be able to receive them, but if it means that it's on brand, that might be really important to them, more important to them than the speed of delivery.
Absolutely, yeah. Those two chambers that we saw just a minute ago, these, I believe, are your two machines that are to be built.
Oh, cool. So these are the chassis, these are our actual chassis.
Yep.
And then it's going to now start working its way on the production line. And I'm also seeing numbers.
Yep.
So the things go up and down in numbers to certain bays are for certain parts, and then they move on to the next line.
It's not a rolling production line. So everything's loaded out in one bay.
Yep.
And then one person will finish that machine. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that one person, say for example, we were just speaking to earlier,
Yeah.
that one person will complete that machine to its end.
Really?
The same guy building the way through it.
Wow, that's actually crazy. Because that was one of the questions I was going to ask you is, especially being like a mechanic or someone who's putting this together, it'd be quite boring to just be putting the same 4 bolts into the same 4 machine.
Yeah.
But if you know you're building the whole machine,
Yeah.
then actually it changes the dynamic of your job. It actually becomes quite an exciting job because you're building a machine, you're building a chipper from start, chassis, all the way through to where it's being finished and then being QC'd.
And for example, this is an HD, so a ST6P HD, one day, so you'll finish that machine, and then the next day you could be building an XR8.
Right.
It's just, it's a variation of machines and builds.
I suppose that's one way of keeping people motivated, keeping people engaged,
Yeah.
and keeping them sharp as well.
Absolutely.
Coming to the end of the production line, the technicians go over all their final checks. This is a crucial part to the production line before turning the machines on and making sure they're working mechanically.
So when the guy's finished, they can't turn the time, or the time is completed, because every builder is timed on the machine. They can't click it as completed until their bay is also clean.
Really?
Yeah.
You hear that, guys, yeah? You can't go home until your bay's clean. I know all of my guys at Thor's are going to be like, I knew he shouldn't have gone to that bloody tour. So how long does it take for a machine to go from pure chassis through to complete PDI build? Like, what's your expected time for a technician to put it together?
It all depends on the size of the machine, obviously. An XR8, you're looking at more like 12 hours, whereas an ST6P, which is the smallest, or the Cadet 6, we've had guys do it in 3.5, 4 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
So look, this is on the production line now. There's a chance that these 2 machines are going to be ready for QC or for inspection by the end of the day.
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy how quick you can do it. But I'm not, as much as I am kind of surprised, I'm not surprised because I can see how organised and efficient your workforce is here. It's literally like clockwork here. It's quite inspiring. So I'm not surprised at all. I mean, I've walked into a lot of workshops in my life. This is definitely the best workshop I've ever walked into in my life. Like, I'm really impressed and I love it. I love seeing it. Oh, I look forward to seeing these 2 get built in the next few hours, probably. So long as there's someone in that bay.
Once the machine appears to be working mechanically, we then move on to sticking on the decals. This is the final part before we move over into the pre-delivery inspection checks, where the full machine is checked thoroughly before it goes out to the customer.
After it's been PDI'd, it then sits here waiting for a collection from down the road.
And then these are all your machines. These are all the ones that have been completely finished. They've had all the decals put on them. They've been PDI checked, and they're ready to go out to be delivered to the client. And then from here they go straight onto the back of a truck, I assume, and they get PDI'd again, sorry, because you said that before they go onto the truck, the driver checks the PDI and it goes up onto the truck and then out to the client.
Yep, that's dead right.
We're still keeping a close eye on the engineer building our Forst machine on the production line. Hopefully he can get it done in under 3.5 hours. But that's it, that's the production line. But the tour doesn't stop there. We're now gonna go over and see Blake at the service and assist side of the factory, an essential part to keeping Forst customers moving.
Welcome to plot 7.
This is the other side of the plot, right? This is the side this is non-client facing, or is this client facing?
This is where most clients would come.
This is client facing.
So this is sales and service. So once your machine's built over there and we sell it off to you, anything that happens after that happens here, basically.
Brilliant. Nice.
Got a bit of a busy one on today. Gas and American load going off, so the machines you've just seen on the line.
Oh, so that's all going to America?
To America.
So is that how you get them over there as well then? I suppose they have to go by ship,
Yeah,
right? By sea?
Straight on the container and then over there.
Have you ever lost any containers?
Not yet, no. We probably sent 6 loads over there so far, 6 or 7. So.
Do you think eventually you'll probably have to set up something out there? If this really does take off for you guys in the American market, as it should, do really well, you're probably going to have to think about setting up
Well,
a whole new HQ over there.
Right?
Yeah.
This is it. This is the main loading yard. We'll start off in the inside, which is basically all the servicing, demo machines, new machines, that sort of thing. This is our no one running around in the yard.
That looks handy, isn't it?
Yeah, usually it's got a little tow bar on it.
Yeah, so you can tow them as well.
Yeah, like this there.
Oh, nice.
Swing all the machines around in the yard.
Yeah, no, they're pretty cool.
First section of the site is where the machines are repaired and serviced in order to get them back up to scratch so they can be fully functional again for the client.
Yeah, so 2 months ago we had this fully refurbed. So floors went in, new work bays, so you can see they've got the same ones as the production line.
Yep.
Everything's in order. Obviously, clear workspace, you can work a lot quicker anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 months ago we had this full refurb, new lighting as well. And then obviously any of the machine storage up there is slightly rougher, but wherever guys are working is clean and tidy.
Has Forst always had 2 sites, or was this your first site and then you expanded over to there?
No, so 86 was our first site. Everything was run out of there. We bought this quite a while afterwards. It must have been a couple of years afterwards we went into this, purely because we'd outgrown having the space to be able to service, look after machines and then produce them. Obviously the bigger you get.
Yeah.
So we had to have a separate site to do everything after sales.
Got you.
As I say, these are all our main work bays, and then you've got the middle one here with the ramps. That's where anything is checked, ready to go out, back out into the market.
So this is the QC bay. This is like where we saw like the PDIs being done over there. This is like the QC, which is quality control.
Yeah, that's it,
so this is the quality control bay. Once they've done everything, they go over all the checks, safety, health and safety and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Normally this is where things get picked up, like the ball joint where you connects up to your trailer, or like, you know, your jockey wheel or something. That's just not quite. Yeah. This is where we normally get that phone call and go, just letting you know, the jockey wheel's not working, we're going to replace it for you.
That's it, yeah.
Got you.
Moving down to the bottom of the site, this is where the demo machines are stored. These are near new machines that can be tested by prospecting clients before they buy it, to see if the machine meets their needs.
Whenever you see a Forst rep come out on demo, his machines are coming from here. So we've got the full range sat within this section here. A few loan machines as well. Obviously when you have anything that comes out for factory recall into that section, we pull machines out of this fleet here and obviously send them out to you guys to, you know, tie you over and make sure that killer downtime's not happening.
So these are demo machines and loan machines.
Two very different things. Obviously demo machines we refresh regularly because we want to, you know, want the latest model.
Yep.
Want them good for you guys to experience, but loan machines, obviously there's a varying range in there depending on what you guys need.
Do you know what I'm doing? And I know what Cameron's doing as well behind the camera. Like, we're looking around like, right, cool, boys. When we need to borrow something, when we need to use something or hire someone, off record, we kind of can see what's going on around here now. So when you say like, you know, hey, we can make it happen, we know where it's happening from now. It's coming from here.
Yeah, that's it.
This is the demo department, yeah? Just take a couple pictures and see what we can demo every now and again. No, I love it.
Favourite XR8 at the back, so hey.
Yeah, no, I see that. I can see the XR8 over there as well. But these aren't demos though, right? These ones aren't demo, are they?
So
these are brand new.
All this section here is new machines. So once they're built over the other side, as you can see, space is limited to store. So this is why we've got this section here for new machines.
Like demos are probably a critical part to your sales process, right?
Yeah. We push them out there into the market. I mean, you've got the usability, but then you've got the chipping performance. You know, there's so much we can tell you over the phone, there's so much that you can read online without actually using it, you know, on that job, on a, you know, difficult wet conifer, something like that. Get it out there, put it through its paces, and that's what we want people to do at the end of the day.
Just so I know, how much is the most expensive, if I was to go all bells and whistles on the most expensive chipper that you guys, how much is it, ballpark, roughly? Are we talking over 50K?
Yeah.
Over 50K? Wow, over 60K?
Maybe if you got a trailer and things with it as well.
Yes, but you need it. Yeah, because you need the trailer. Yeah, you need the trailer. I mean, and the trailers that you sell are specifically rated for use with that chipper, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense to buy it in hand in hand.
100%. We don't, as I say, we just put them out there. They're not Forst trailers, but they're specs that machine. They fit on that trailer, and they're good towing trailers as well. So
yeah, cool. Sounds good.
It's a bit of a win.
Moving into the used machines, these are chippers purchased or part exchanged by Forst, repaired where necessary and serviced before they're sold as used machines.
Yeah, so anything we take back in goes through this department. Obviously, not everything is touched up, but obviously mechanically they're all brought up standard. But you can see you've got the full range in here. You got your petrols down this side, a couple of diesels going around to the larger 8-inch down this side, and then we've got track machines there. So anything that's online is going to be in here, and then obviously as stuff goes through the workshop it gets added as well. But
there's a lot of stock here, isn't there? There's actually there's a machine for everybody here. Like, you know, I remember when I first started out, one of the biggest things for me was like cost, cash flow, affordability. I wanted the best, but I just wasn't quite ready to make that big jump to invest, you know, 20K into it. But some of these machines probably go for anywhere between 6, 12K, you know, upwards. So You don't have to, and you can get, by the way, finance companies will fully support the finance on these. They've already been valued, you know, and it's FCA approved in the way that they get these loans. So you can lease or finance any of these machines through your finance broker. Yeah. So they're still readily available. You can afford to get one of these machines if you're just not quite ready to make that 20, 30K jump.
Yeah, definitely. No, you've got a range, as I say, starting at around probably, 7, 8 grand.
Yeah.
Right through to, you know, your bigger track machines. But a lot of these would go on finance, most would. So
yeah.
It's reachable for everyone in that sense. Yeah, so this is one of our Forst Assist vans. We've got 2 others on the road. They'll come up as far into London. You know, we'll go decent area, cover direct from the base. And then obviously Forst Assist on the phone, they're contactable from wherever you are.
And most of the time, most of the time we can fix them ourselves. Like these guys actually help us fix them while we're out on the road. Like the guys, one of our SOPs, standard operating procedures, is when a machine isn't working properly, the guys have the Forst Assist numbers to give them a call. 9 times out of 10, they can sort it out with the guys whilst they're on the job, and management don't even need to get involved. That's the awesome thing about having these guys in our back pocket.
Yeah.
There's not many companies out there that can do that, especially mechanical support.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, at the end of the day, we've got all the parts because we make them. You know, if we haven't got the parts, we can't make the machines, so we've got them there ready to go for those that need them.
No, I love them. The Forst Assist guys, we love you. Forst Assist, we love you guys.
So yeah, come in here and meet the guys behind the phone.
Cool. Not many people get to walk behind these doors. We're going to take you over to see the superstars of the Forst Assist guys. Wow.
And this is them.
This is where the magic happens.
So your first point of call is Becky in the corner.
Yeah, I think I've spoken to Becky before in the past. Not often, thankfully.
And then these are the guys behind the phone. So James over there.
James.
The team.
Yeah, I think we've met before as well. I think we maybe met at the show. How you doing? Yeah, we're good. You guys are like the heart and soul of why we choose Forst every single day. Like it's a very easy decision to choose Forst when we know we've got people like you guys in the background helping us out, giving us advice, sending the WhatsApps and all that stuff. You probably don't hear it as often as you need to, so just hearing it from me when I come down here, we're entirely grateful for all your support, all of you guys.
Yeah, thank you, appreciate that.
No problem.
That's what we're here for though, so like if you need it, use it.
Very impressed. No, I've had a lot of fun today so far. It's awesome, and it's really good to put some faces behind your names, because we don't see you at the shows, do we?
No.
We're not allowed out.
You're not. They've got a ball and chain like right underneath the desk. They're not allowed to move. No, but you're not allowed out for quite some reason. If you guys aren't in here, things out there aren't moving either, are they? No, I love that. No, awesome. Lovely to meet you guys.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Take care. What? They're actually throwing this away. Why? This is in better condition than some of the fiberglass bodies that we've got at Thor's. There's no way they're throwing this away, bruv. Nah, man. Oh, have we got space to bring this back in the car?
5 minutes later.
After a long few hours of touring, it was time for a refuel. All the Forst guys seem to love this place, as it's just a stone throw away from HQ. What I can say is, if you're ever in the area, give Wingers a try. You won't be disappointed.
Right, it has a brake. It has a brake and that's it.
Oh, it doesn't have a, you can't cycle it. Yeah, I don't think that's designed for people like you, to be honest.
Look on the wall.
Oh, they did it in the thing, the soapbox derby. That is actually jokes. So what's all of this stuff then?
So this is our training section. So obviously, imperative that we know the machines, you know the engines, how to use them, all that side of it. So you've got various different models. Obviously these are the petrol engines. And then you've got the 24 horsepower, and then there's actually a whole room dedicated to it out the back.
What, to training people on these?
Yeah, we can show you through that one, so you can see how in depth we get.
This is the bit that nobody gets to see, yeah? You have to go through like structured crates and like racking in order for you to get into this secret training room. Yo.
So you've got every different type of engine broken down into pretty small bits, as you can see.
And then are these, I'm assuming, are these like common defects that you would find? So as you're training people, like you're seeing things like this, and then they'll explain it to them, like things like that.
Yeah, so it's just any smaller faults you can train them through.
We've had a few of these. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so as you can see, they're set out size order. That's our big engine that you saw.
So this is the biggest machine that you guys do. This is the biggest engine that you guys do.
Yeah. So yeah, you get a bit of an idea without having it all sat inside.
That's crazy. But actually, so you're saying, so this is the room that you send engineers in, or you send contractors in to just get accustomed to how these things look in like an outside work capacity, so that they can deep dive in on the technicalities of these engines and learn about them in a controlled environment, so that if there are ever any issues, they can always come back into this room, or you can, they'll have this as a resource to lean on.
Exactly.
And even all like the piston rings, cylinders. I mean, I'm not really the engine guy, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know anything that I'm looking at, but it all looks pretty cool. Like any one of these things sitting on my desk, I'd be pretty happy with, to be honest. They're nice and clean, tidy, well presented.
Yeah, so this is our smallest engine broken down. This is the new 23 horse.
Is this the one that goes in the cadets? Yeah. All right, so there's not that much to this engine at all. Obviously it's a simple engine, but But it's interesting to know the lengths that you guys go into to have your to onboard your technicians and engineers to know what does what to the exact T, from like wiring looms to engines, how they work, the different types of engines that you have, how they take apart and how they break apart in order for you to be able to diagnose them, common faults over there where we've got like, the air filters and the DPF filters and how they go into common faults that they would see with those, through to touch pads, full on wiring looms set up in here. You've got workbooks in there. Everything is here, all the way through to these. Like, this is the brains of the machine. No, this is awesome. Thanks for showing me this. This is cool.
No worries.
So these are all American style or US compliant safety stickers. So you won't catch any of these in the UK. You'll only ever see these on US style machines.
Same with the stop bar as well. So rather than having it down on the tray, it's up over the top.
Oh really? So the US have their stop bars here?
Yeah.
What good is that? If I get dragged into here like this, nothing's stopping, bruvs. You're gonna be like this. That actually is not even funny though. That's crazy. We have them here though, yeah? We have them.
Remember old chippers? So that 150 you saw?
Yeah.
That had this.
Yeah, the Timberwolf one.
Yeah, so we used to have this, because this is obviously, when you're feeding a chipper, it isn't nothing to catch.
It's really inconvenient sometimes.
Yeah. And also the stop button's on the side over here, right? Yeah. So it's not even like...
That's crazy. Why have it... Surely it's not illegal for them to have it here though?
No.
Yes, part of the US regulations for the stop bar to be there. That functions in a different way. You've got push to stop and pull to reverse on that one. As on a European spec machine, push forward, stops. We don't have a reverse function on the stop bar, so two functions of this stop bar: push to stop, pull to reverse the in-feed rollers.
Right, so does the reverse button actually work as well though?
It works as well, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So what we're showing you is we can actually operate 2 machines with 1 transmitter. We can actually operate 16 machines with 1 transmitter.
16?
If we want to. This is just showmanship. It's not operational. It's not something we'd ever deliver. It's just to show you what we can do with a radio tracking device.
So that one's not doing it though. Oh, he's using off the same machine.
He's doing opposites for you. I'm trying to put a bit of display for you.
Ah, we've got some robot. We're controlling 2 XR8D tracked machines with the same remote control. So we've got 2 machines dancing against each other using 1 remote. Now how cool is this? Apparently they could hook up 16 XR8D machines for them to all do exactly the same thing at the same time. But this is an industry first. This is a Forst first. How cool is that?
That's forward, that's back.
Yeah.
See, we're in a reverse sense, so that would be forward.
That's pretty cool, man.
So yeah, just have a play with it. Try not to do anything, obviously.
Don't do anything dangerous. Yee!
Panic, just let go of the controls.
Don't panic. This is actually sick. Yo, this is actually so sick. Imagine that. This is a big boy machine, you know. Goes higher. Check that. Yo, this is so sick. It's like having your own little robot. I have a feeling that the reason why they let me play with this is because they know I'm gonna buy one now. That's pretty quick. That's actually pretty quick. And if you have a look at this, this is a fully branded remote control. It's got an emergency stop there. It's obviously rechargeable. It's pretty cool. I want one.
Back over at the production line, the engineer is racing through our wood chipper. The external components like the chamber and spare wheel are added, as well as more detailed parts are bolted on. But will the engineer get the job done within 3.5 hours?
15 minutes late.
That's wow, yeah, you said 3 o'clock, so you've done pretty well. I mean, it's missing a...
Yeah, the top cover from the lid, yeah, was missing few parts, and we got all of them put all together. That's it.
So this is Eugene. Eugene's the guy, Eugenio. Is it Eugenio?
Eugenio, yeah.
Eugenio. He's from Brazil.
Brazil, yeah.
So this is our guy from Brazil. How long have you been working with Forst for now?
Next month gonna be 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So from what I hear, see, I don't want to say it too loudly, but Eugenio is one of the guys that can build these machines pretty quickly, right? Really quickly and really well, without any spare bolts left over as well, like, you know. But no, it looks great. So you said to me at 12 o'clock that it was going to be ready in 3.5 hours, and he's 15 minutes early because it's 3:15 now. So he's built this machine from absolute chassis. Yeah. So what would you say about this machine when you're putting it together is probably the most delicate or the bit that you have to be most careful about?
It's the most easy machine on the line.
This one's the most easy?
Yeah.
Even before a cadet?
Yeah, cadet is a bit more harder because all the chassis need to bolt on there.
Right.
So this one is one piece, and the cadet 6 have 6 parts on the chassis.
And earlier on, I saw you putting together a tracked one, didn't I?
Yeah,
on the
XR8, yeah.
The XR8. Yeah. Is that one the most complicated?
Yeah, XR8 remote control is the most complicated.
What's complicated about putting that one together? Obviously, it's a big machine.
I mean the High Pro to set up all the hoses on there in the right place.
Right.
Put one hose wrong, doesn't work.
Really? Have you ever made that mistake before? Don't lie.
Yeah, on the beginning, yeah, of course.
That's cool. Yeah, what's the most common? What would you say was like the most common thing that you might get wrong when you're putting this together that you always think, wow, I've got to double check that?
On this one.
Because it's simple, you say?
Yeah, to be honest, nothing can be wrong on this one.
No.
I'll go with right on every single part, so it's okay.
And you said it pretty confidently today. You was like, look, I'm going to get this done for you in 3.5 hours. I'm not going to lie, I didn't believe you. I was like, there's no way that he can go from absolutely nothing, 3.5 hours to having it done. But you've done it, man. You pretty much did. And a lot of is there a lot of heavy lifting, or do you use quite a lot of the...
we use most of times the crane.
The cranes?
Yeah, so it's quite easy to do.
And it makes your job like so much easier.
1,000 times more easy.
Could you imagine trying to put this together without one?
Oh, need at least 3 or 4 people to work. Just to flip the chassis and...
We need 3 Brazilians to be able to get it done.
At least, yeah.
What's your favorite thing about working for Forst? In the last 3 years, what's your favorite thing?
I really like the engineering parts, like put all together hydraulics, the engine parts. I really love it because I'm so interested in this area. So probably in the future I'm going to study on this area, on university. That's good.
So you love the hydraulics and all of that stuff?
I love it, yeah.
And what did you do before you worked for Forst? Like before you managed to, be as good as what you are, like you are obviously one of the most respected engineers that they've got here. Yeah. Hence why they put you on our machine to get this done as soon as you can. Where do you see your skill sets developing now that you've been here? Like, what would you like to do more of in the next sort of, say, 3 to 5 years? Are you know?
Really interested to learn the new machines or help them to make the prototypes of the machines.
Prototypes?
Yeah, I really love it. Yeah.
So you like the research and development side to your job as well, and giving feedback. Do you give feedback every now and again? Do they listen to your feedback?
Yeah, most of the machines, when they have the issues, I report to them, they listen. They try to figure out and sort it.
Cool. Well, look, it's been really good catching up with you, man. Thank you very much for your help. Thank you very much for your time. Thanks for putting together this awesome machine, and we look forward to catching up with you soon, man.
No worries.
Take care, man. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey Paul, how's it going?
All right, how are you? Sorry, my hands are a little bit sweaty. Sorry.
Good to see you. How long have you been working here for?
I've been working here for nearly 6 years. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So you've seen quite a lot of development and change in the machines.
Yes, I have, and also in the way that things are organised here, we've seen quite a lot of development in that. So it's getting more and more organised all the time, and the bosses, like the line managers, Ayrton and his father and Cliff, they've all been looking at things, and they're always constantly trying to see how to improve things. So it is working because everything is running like clockwork, but always there's something to improve, and that's good. What I do in my section here is I make a lot of different sub-assemblies. Okay, so
like the light boards, for example, that we're looking at here, right?
Boards,
so do you put these together? Is that, you know?
Yeah, I put these together and I test them to make sure that the lights are working and that the looms, these looms, that they're all working. Everything is working. So when the guys get them on the line with the curly cables, when they get them on the line, they just put it on and they know that they're already working. They don't wire it up and then think, oh, it's not working, you know?
So there's quite a lot of trust on this work line as well then. There's quite a lot of trust on the production line. You're not just trusting that what you're picking up is working, but you genuinely are working as a unit. As a unit, as one unit of people. Now that I'm here and I've seen it, I'm like, of course this is what needs to be done. But when you see a machine roll up into the yard and you're like, okay, thank you very much, out it goes to work, you don't realise just how much goes into these machines. It's incredible. Like, you guys are doing an incredible job. And from what also I understand, what I can see, what I've observed, is everybody is a big cog in a big wheel. No one is a small cog in the small wheel. Like, everybody here is respected. Everybody here has got the experience, the credentials and the respect to do their job, and everybody around them trusts that they're going to do that job.
Yes, that's true, because it comes from management though, because we have a really good management team here. You know, you can see the guys here, they've all been working here a long time. So when you have a low turnover of staff, it's always a good sign.
Yes.
We get treated really, really well by the management. They have lots of schemes like motivational schemes. So if we hit our targets, then the next month we're going to go on a go-karting day.
Oh, I love that.
We've been go-karting, we've been to Thruxton go-karting, we've been to Silverstone to see around the track and go in the pits and things like that. They do all sorts of things like that. You know, if we have a really good week, then the boss goes outside and he makes a barbecue and he cooks us all breakfast. You know, so it's really.
It's the small things that make a huge difference. They genuinely do make. But you're absolutely right. In most organisations, leadership, good leadership, and good workmanship starts from the top down.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, you can't just buy labour and expect it to just do what it needs to do.
They communicate what they want, and they communicate that down to us, so we know exactly what they want, what they expect, and they expect a high standard. Which is perfect, because that's what all of us work here. We're also very lucky in that the team that we have, everybody gets on with everybody. I've never worked at a company where everybody gets on so well together. You never see any raised voices, you never see anybody shouting at each other or getting cross, you know?
As I walk past people here on the production line, and I'm not just saying this, I genuinely feel that they are happy in their role.
We are.
Yeah.
That's why everybody's been working here such a long time.
Yeah.
I don't want to go anywhere other than here.
Yeah, you're happy. This is your chair. You're staying right here.
This is my little domain. So I'm really, really happy.
Oh, do you know what? That is music to my ears. I love hearing stuff like that.
I'm happy. If I can do this, I said to Ayrton the other day, I said, I'm going to make myself a little box here And one day when I keel over and I die, you can put me in that box and ship me back.
No, I love
I'm
that.
happy to be here.
Well, look, it's been really good catching up with you. Really enjoyed this conversation.
Thank you so
And
much for
yeah,
talking
watch
to me.
this space. We're going to be posting this online over the next few weeks and showing off just what an amazing
Thank you. I'd love to see it.
organisation. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
It's been really nice to meet you. Thank
Nice
you
to
so
speak to
much,
you
Lawrence.
soon.
Thank
Take
you so
care.
much. Thank
Bye,
you
mate.
so much. Nice to meet you.
Take care.
Cheers. Thank you.
Wow, what an incredible day. I've had so much fun. I really hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. From seeing one of my machines get put together in just over 3 hours through to speaking to some of the most amazing people on the team. I've really enjoyed putting this together for you guys. Here's 2 more videos that I think you guys would love to watch. Don't forget to hit subscribe button and I'll see you on the next one.